All right, class, so this is a molality type question. It's asking us to find the molar mass, so using the concentration basically to find some other information. This is a pretty good problem. So it says when 12.5 grams of a certain sugar, so we don't know what the sugar is, but we know how many grams of that sugar we put in, is dissolved in 125 grams of water. The freezing point of the solution decreases. So this is a freezing point depression problem. So right away I might be thinking, well, delta TF equals KF times molality of the solution. It decreases by 0.543 degrees Celsius, so that's my delta TF. Determine the molar mass of this sugar. So I'm looking for the grams per mole equals question mark. That's what this is sort of telling me, right? And I can sort of use this information to determine what that is. So given this information, the first thing that I would do is I might sort of consider what information do I have, and then what information can I find, right? So if I know this delta T already, 0.543, that's my delta T. I know KF. KF is a constant for water. In this problem, the sugar is what we would call the solute, and the water is called the solvent. And these, freezing points of solution, that's going to be for the solvent, from the point of view of the solvent. So if I wanted to look up the KF for water, that is equal to 1.86. So that's my KF for water. And then I can use this to solve for the molality of that solution. And the molality of the solution is going to be the moles of solute over the kilograms of solvent. So let's go ahead and do that. The molality is going to be equal to 0.292 molal. And again, this is going to be moles of solute over the kilograms of solvent. So then I might ask myself, well, what can I do with this? What can I do with this information that will lead me, in the right direction? Well, I know if I'm looking for the moles of the solute and I have the kilograms of solvent available, I can use this information and the actual mass of the solvent, the water, to figure out the number of moles of solute, the number of moles of sugar that must be dissolved in the solution to give this, freezing point depression. So if I take 0.292 mol and I multiply that by 0.125 kilograms of my solvent, that's going to tell me that I have 0.0365 moles of solute, which in this case is moles of sugar. So the last step here is to say, well, if this is my moles of sugar, this is my grams of sugar that I put in, this number of grams correlates to this number of moles. My molecular mass, or my molar mass, should be the number of grams, 12.5 grams, divided by 0.0365 moles, and that is going to equal 342.5 grams per mole. So this is actually the molecular mass for sucrose. That is the sugar in this case. All right, hope that makes sense. If not, let me know.